Blockchain technology solves the problem of double spending through its consensus mechanism and decentralized nature. Double spending is a concern in digital currency systems where a single digital token or unit of value could be spent more than once, leading to fraud and instability. Here's how blockchain addresses this issue. Decentralization. Traditional digital payment systems rely on a central authority, like a bank, to maintain a ledger of transactions. This centralization creates a single point of failure and control, making it easier for malicious actors to manipulate transactions or attempt double spending. Blockchain, on the other hand, is a decentralized technology where transactions are verified and recorded by a network of distributed nodes, eliminating the need for a central authority. Consensus mechanism. Blockchain uses a consensus mechanism to agree on the order and validity of transactions. The most common consensus mechanism in blockchain networks is proof of work, POW, used by Bitcoin and some other cryptocurrencies. In POW, nodes known as miners compete to solve complex mathematical puzzles to validate transactions and add them to the blockchain. This process requires significant computational power and energy, making it extremely difficult and costly to manipulate the transaction history or engage in double spending. Transaction verification. When a user initiates a transaction, it is broadcast to the network for verification. Miners or validators then confirm the validity of the transaction by checking if the sender has sufficient funds and whether the transaction hasn't already been included in the blockchain. This verification process ensures that only legitimate transactions are added to the blockchain. Immutable ledger. Once a transaction is confirmed and added to a block in the blockchain, it becomes virtually impossible to alter. Each block contains a reference to the previous block through a cryptographic hash, forming a chain. Changing the data in a block would require changing all subsequent blocks, which would require an inordinate amount of computational power and time. This immutability ensures that once a transaction is recorded, it cannot be altered, preventing any attempts at double spending. Network agreement. For a double spending attack to succeed, an attacker would need to control a majority of the network's computational power in a proof-of-work system or a majority of the network's stake in a proof-of-stake (POS) system. This is known as a 51% attack. Achieving this level of control is highly unlikely and economically unfeasible, especially in well-established and secure blockchain networks. Overall, blockchain's combination of decentralization, consensus mechanisms, cryptographic techniques, and an immutable ledger ensures that the problem of double spending is effectively mitigated, providing security and trust in digital transactions without the need for intermediaries.